Welcome back, guys. This is part of the main storyline, episode 5, Lost on the Gloam quest. And I'm gonna show you what to do and how to do it, as always, in this brilliant, amazing DLC, the Clockwork City. I think this quest is going to be a long quest, and the first thing that we need to do is to learn about the mysterious crows. That's what we need to do. We need to go here on the central plaza, so that is where we are heading. Now, this quest is going to be throwing up and down. It's going to be quite a lot of traveling between places. It's very long, actually, quest, but the reward is pretty awesome, actually, not too bad. So eventually you will get here in the plaza. You will have to talk to Constable Drados when he finish his chat with the crow, and that is the beginning of this awesome quest. Of course, in the meantime, remember as well that obviously I cut all the scenes whilst I am traveling up and down. So the quest is pretty much compact, so you don't have to see everything that I do. But you will see that if you play alone, or if you're watching this because you need to know, you want to know what to do, you are going to have to go up and down big time, but it is what it is. So we need to talk to the crowds right here on the northwest of the town. So let's head there as soon as we can, and eventually you will find this knave of rooks. That is the name of this crowd. So speak to him. As always, if you want to get into the storyline, read all of it, get into it. It's pretty awesome and fun as well. So we need to come back to talk to Drados right here at the central plaza in Clockwork City. So that is where we're going to go, and eventually you will find Drados right here chilling out. Have a chat with Constable Drados again. I choose persuading here because that's why I have my skill. So after that we need to go back, as you can see, and talk to Knave the Rooks once again. So you need to go all the way back and talk to the crow again. This is what I'm saying, that you are going to have to do this quite a few times, I am afraid. But it is what it is. Remember as well that this quest, Lost on the Gloam, is part of the achievement, which I will show you eventually, to get you a free training dummy for your house, fully interactive. It's going to be pretty awesome achievement. So stay put, keep an eye on the episodes to come, and eventually you will find that. So there you go. We need to find the Knight of Marrow. That's going to be a new bird that we need to talk to. Head there as soon as you can, of course. And eventually you will find him down here, so we need to talk to him, see what he wants. Have a good chat with him, get into the storyline if you like, and see what he asks us to do eventually. Okay, so now the bird wants to impress another bird, of course, as you do. So we need to choose a poem, and to do that, we need to travel all the way up there as well, and that is going to be the archives, and we need to choose a poem for the bird to recite to his or to impress the bird that he's in love with. And I know he gets a bit dodgy, the quest, but that's the way it goes, and it can be quite fun actually to do. So there you go. We arrive here at the archives, or archive box as they call it, and you will have to here to speak to 3 different people with regards the poem. So you will have to choose a poem. We are asking for advice and suggestions in which poem is the best. Eventually you will have to choose between one of 3. I will tell you which one I chose and worked for me. I'm not sure if by choosing any others make any difference. I don't think it does, but if you want to go straight to the point, choose the one that I did and seems to work absolutely fine. So that's Alabani. We need to talk next to the archivist, the Clockwork archivist, and we will ask as well, of course, for a poem. So eventually you will have to check the bookshelves 3 times actually, and this is the one. That is the LTO782. This is the one I chose, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. And this is another 2 here. the Ballad of Brisbane, which I didn't want, and the Ramanada. Okay, that is going to be the third one. Once you complete reading the poems and you know which one you want, at least the one I chose was the love poem LT0782 right here at the bottom, and seems to work perfectly fine. So we need to go back and talk to the Knight of Marrow once again, and it's going to be right here on the left, in the right, sorry, so you don't have to travel too far. So yes, we found some poems, and this is the one we chosen. So now we need to join the Knight of Marrow in the district, the Marching district. So we need to head right there as quick as we can. You will have to talk to Luciana right here at the entrance, and listen the storyline, if you like, how it develops, what is going on, and why you need to speak to her eventually, and that will open the doors to the next stage of the quest. So there you go. Talk to Proctor Luciana Pulo. And we need to observe now the Knight of Marrow's recitation. This is what is all about the quest. We need to choose the poems to observe the bird recite the poem to his future lover, I believe. And eventually, as he finishes reciting the poem, of course, you will have to move to the next stage. And I advise you to listen to it. It's quite fun. And, give a bit of character to the quest as well. Okay, so we need to talk to the Duke of Kraus right here. There he is. Once again, talk to him, and he will ask us to do a couple of things for him. Okay, and the first thing is to talk to Luciana once again. There you go. And what we need to do now is to escape Kraus away. It's going to be very simple. It's right here. It's 3 groups of Kraus that you need to scare away. Simple, get close to them, press E if you're playing in PC, otherwise you execute button, and they will go away. Simple as that. This is the second one, just behind the first one, and the third one is right here around the corner, very, very close by. So you shouldn't have any problem whatsoever. So there you go. Once you've done that, back again to talk to the Knight of Marrow. And then he will ask us to kill the Motionless Guardian. Now, I was expecting a huge boss to kill in here, the Motionless Guardian, which is placed right here on the northeast of the map. So it's quite a lot of traveling to do. And, it can be quite difficult to find the location. And eventually you will get there. And on the way, of course, you will have to kill some mobs. It's going to be quite a handful of them to get to the location in question. Just, of course, kill them. And eventually you will get to kill the Motionless Guardian. That happens to be this little thing up here. I was expecting a good fight, but there you go. This is what it is. One kick and it's all done. So we need to return to the Black Feather Castle. And that is right down here on the south, as you can see. Okay, so let's head there once again and speak to the Duke of Kraus once again. Okay, so once you've done that, he will ask you to go to the Incarnatorium, which is right here. You don't have to travel too far for once. And once there, you will have to find a key that we are going to need. To get that key, of course, we need to go down to the factory floor on the lift, and you will have to find your way to the location in question. So follow your marker on the map. There you go. We need to go right here. So get into that. We will have to fight a mini boss eventually to get the key, and we are going to talk to the Duke of Kraus first. Now he will have some type of a meeting that you need to witness. This is going to be the negotiation that he is going to do actually. Now in front of you, you see all these metallic panels. Don't go anywhere because you will have to pull 4 levers, and they are all in front of you. So this is going to be the first one right here. Eventually the game will ask you for the second one, which is on the other side right here. Then will be a third one Don't go anywhere because it's right in front of you, right here. This is the third lever that you need to press. And of course, you guessed the fourth one is going to be right here, the final and fourth lever next to you. Once you've done that, of course, you need to talk back to the Duke of Crows. As you can see, is all forwards and backwards in this game. Very, very much so. So eventually you will have to claim the key that you need for the next stage on the quest. So eventually you will have to get into the Incarnatorium, as you can see, and you will have to defeat this mini boss in here to claim the key, as we discussed earlier on. So be patient, kill the enemy, and then claim the key. Not difficult to kill at all. You should be able to do it with no problem whatsoever. Eventually he will be dead, and eventually you will be able to claim the key that you need for the next stage of the quest. Okay, so you need to go back again and talk to the Duke once again, and of course telling the Duke got the key. And the next thing that you need to do is talk to Luciana Pulo once again, pretty much at the end of the quest, but keep in mind it has been compressed for you guys to see what you have to do, so it's quite a long quest. I believe it's in the mark of the half an hour actually, but we need to go back to the Basilica, and this is the Clockwork City Basilica, so get in, and then you will have just to finish the quest right here. Now I like the fact that it's a long quest, it's quite fun to do, and the reward is quite good as well, so not too bad. You will get the big gun emote, which is pretty cool. You will get whatever they give you, and you will get 1 skill point, and of course 414 gold, which is not bad at all. So there you go. Please comment, subscribe and like, and I hope to see you on the next Elder Scrolls Online episode. Until then, take great care.
We have that of sorts. Cognitive, better than a only what I daedric. I think it of sorts.